Hello friends. So this is very important functionality, that is chunking in case of your natural language processing information extraction. So let's see what is chunking. So it is a technique for entity recognition. Now we know that there is one step, entity recognition, in case of information extraction, and this is the technique which we can use for entity recognition. And basically, what is its meaning? We are just labeling our tokens. So after tokenization, we are using this process and we are labeling our tokens with the part of speech. So chunking will usually select a subset of the tokens. It will select a simple subset of the tokens and it will label those tokens. So also, like tokenization, the pieces produced by a chunker will not overlap in the source text. So it will not overlap our text. So let's see. First is your noun phrase chunking. This is very important type of chunking, noun phrase chunking, and basically we are finding those chunks which are corresponding to a noun phrases. So that's why its name is noun phrase chunking. Now see the example. John P. It's a name, simple name. So that's why it comes under the category of noun phrases. Then there is saw. Saw is a simple verb, so that's why it's not a noun phrase. Next is a beautiful woman. So a beautiful woman is coming under the category of noun phrase. Next with, so with is not coming under this category. Next a telescope. So telescope is again a noun phrase. So in this example, this is a complete sentence and I have just highlighted here simple noun phrases, and we have to find those noun phrases using your noun phrases chunking. So we can get noun phrase chunking. We can get noun phrases tokens, subset of tokens using this process. Now see, in our NLTK module, we can use a noun phrase chunker. So how we can create noun phrase chunker? So first you have to define a chunk grammar. So the grammar which is actually denoting some rules, and this is we have to define those rules before applying chunking process. Next, we are creating a chunk parser. So next we are creating a parser which will parse our grammar and give you some chunk. Next, your output will be a tree, a simple tree which will show all the chunk present in that sentence. So final output will be in the form of a tree, which is actually showing all the chunk present in that sentence. So this is the complete steps which we have to follow for implementing a chunker on our sentences. So first what you have to do, you have to define a simple grammar, then you have to create a parser which will parse your grammar and get the rules, and then your final output will be a simple tree which will show all the chunk present in that sentence. So now I will show you an example using your Python language on a Python shell, and then you will be able to create a chunker using your Python programs. So let's see. Okay, so now I will show you the example of chunking using a simple example. So first you have to import your simple NLTK module, which is your first step. Okay, so first you have to simply import your NLTK module, and then we are using a simple example. So just use this, I'm using variable sentence, and then I am writing a list in which we have different words like and different part of speech for them. Okay, now just copy this part and then just again write it. Now I have an example, a beautiful young lady. So this is beautiful, and beautiful is your simple adjective. So I'm using JJ for it. Then again I'm writing simple young, which is again an adjective. Okay, next I'm writing simple lady, and for that I'm just using simple noun phrase for it. Okay, similarly I'm using is. Okay, now what is here? It will be a simple VBD. Okay, similarly I'm again using walking. So it will be again your simple VBD, a simple verb. That's why I'm using this part of speech for it. Then it will be on. Okay, similarly I'm using the, which is again determinant, and then finally I'm using pavement. Okay, and this is again a simple noun. Okay, so this is my complete list for my example. Okay, now this is your example, and now I'm using a simple grammar. which will apply rules for the chunk. Okay, so what's my grammar is, I'm using this, see this, I'm using angular brackets again for describing this grammar, and then I'm using, see this example, I'm using symbol star, again angular bracket like that, and you can use any example over there for applying those examples. So this is my simple example, simple grammar. Okay, now see, this is my grammar and I have to implement that grammar over my example. Okay, so I'm using simple variable x for applying a parser over there, simple reg expression parser, and then I'm using simple my grammar. So this will parse my grammar. Okay, so there is a spelling mistake, I think. Okay, and then I'm getting results, something my output, simply my output, and for that I'm using simple x dot parse because this is my simple parser, and I'm applying this parser over my sentence. Okay, now see what is the result. Just print this result. Okay, this is Python 3.4, so that's why you have to use your brackets. See, this is your result. In this we have S is your simple sentence representing. Then you have a noun phrase, a beautiful young lady. This is a simple chunk which is actually representing your this chunk. See the grammar. Grammar is noun phrase. What are the noun phrase chunk here? This question mark is representing optional determinant, and then we have adjective, zero or more number of adjective, and then we have followed by noun, a simple noun. So see, beautiful is your simple adjective, and then young is again simple adjective, one or more adjectives, and then you have lady, this is the noun. So this is a complete noun phrase, and that's why we are getting this as a noun phrase because we have applying here this rule. Similarly, is walking on is not coming under the noun phrase, and then the payment, again the is your determinant, and the is your determinant and payment is your simple noun. See, we have adjective zero or more. So here adjective is not coming. So again, this is your noun phrase because it's optional, zero or more. So in this way, we can get noun phrase chunk using our simple grammar. This is like a regular expression. So we have used regular expression parser for parsing our simple grammar, and then we are using this parser for just parsing our example sentence. So in this way you can get the output in the form of this. Now if you want to get your output in the form of tree is a representation for getting output, you can use your simple draw command. So see, this is example, this is your simple tree, and you can zoom over here. See, this is your simple example. Okay, so let's see this example. In this tree, see, this is the sentence. A beautiful young lady is a simple noun phrase. Again, the payment is your noun phrase, and is walking on is not a noun phrase, so it is just directly the child of S. So in this way, you can found noun phrase chunk using your simple chunker, and here we have just created a simple chunker, and we have just followed those steps which are followed for creating any chunker. So what are these steps? First, we have define our simple grammar. Then we have create a regular expression parser for parsing our grammar, and then we are parsing that our simple example sentence, and then we are getting the result, getting the output, and we can get our output in the form of tree also. So these are the two representations of your output, and in this way you can apply your chunking process. So try your own examples. Thank you.